What's to become of your gaming night when you spend your last dime moving to a new city away from your role-playing friends and family? Or what if your friends move away? How can you possibly keep a gaming night going when you can no longer huddle around your table and use all that cool gear that you've collected over the years? You can't have them fly in every week, obviously, nor can they drive 12 hours each way just to do this. So what can you do? The answer? Virtual tabletops. And today we're going to discuss which is best and why. So I hope you're ready to feed your need for RPG.
Stealth roll!
Oh crap.
Yeah!
Welcome everybody! My name is Marcus and this is Poor Man's RPG, a channel dedicated to bringing you the best of the RPG entertainment at a little or no cost to you. And today we're going to be discussing VTTs, or better known as virtual tabletops. Now, I have played a lot of virtual tabletops in my time. As you can see, ranging from 3D virtual tabletop all the way down to Squire. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. But which one is the best and why? Well, my checklist is quite extensive on how I grade these things. First and foremost, it has to be free and useful in some aspect. Because if you're anything like me, whoever is role-playing your life keeps rolling ones with those important financial situations. So you swing open the front door of your home and you are hit by a thick wall of heat and humidity as you step outside. You lock the door behind you and you walk over to your 2007 Dodge Grand Caravan, which is waiting patiently for you in the driveway. You then unlock your car door and you climb inside. It's like an oven, and your lack of AC is not going to help you. You insert your key into the ignition and you twist. As your engine sputters to life, the myriad of dashboard lights come alive and refuse to go away, as they should.
Which lights? The same ones as before?
Let's see. It says check engine light, the oil light, the ABS light, and now the low pressure tire icon has lit up.
Oh, that's fine. I ain't worried about that at all.
Are you sure? It's been months. We're gonna have to roll a health check if you don't take it to a mechanic.
What? No way. He ain't spending what little money he has left on government propaganda. Oil changes every 3,000 miles. BS, sir. BS. No, ain't gonna happen. Now, what's gonna happen, he's gonna fix it himself. And then what he's gonna do is use that money that the government didn't get and go down to the Cineplex and he's gonna watch the new Marvel movie that just came out. How about that?
Okay, that's fine. I mean, you can try it yourself. Do you have the mechanic skill?
Let's see here. No, but he don't need it because he's smart. Okay? The thing called YouTube, duh.
Okay. You look up several how-to YouTube videos and you begin working on your van immediately. Go ahead and roll to see how well you do.
Here we go.
Oh. Okay. It looks like you've cracked your engine block and you somehow ended up destroying your brake pads. Ow.
Son of a...
Other important factors on this checklist include, does it support D20 and other RPG platforms? Learning curve, how easy is this to learn? Music, very important, does it have it or does it not? Does it have an established community of players, just in case you need someone to play with, or you want to join a group, whatever. one-on-one or one-on-multiple people chat. Can you talk to everyone or just one person? You need to know. PC and NPC positioning on the map so you know who is where. Character creation sheets. Can you make your own? Can you edit it? Note creation and sending, sharing, that kind of stuff, just in case you want to do a secret note to someone or all of them have found a map they want to look at. The map itself, can you make your own? Can you import? Can you draw on it? Can you measure stuff on it? Like, is that fireball within range? Does it have a fog of war? Does it have macros for those scripting gurus? I mean, there's a lot of factors I encountered for this. Now, I'm not going to go into which of these VTTs has what, because that's just going to add another 45 minutes on this video. Do you know why? We just want to get to the meat of the video. So I'm just going to announce what I believe to be the best free VTT out there. In my humble opinion, is Roll20. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. Let me actually show you why. Here's an adventure that I put together for my IT coworkers for a charity called Extra Life, which benefits Children's Miracle Network hospitals. See, here's an email saying thanks and to help again. If you're thinking about participating in a charity, you should give them a try. You can raise money while role-playing. How amazing is that? Also, on a side note, have you noticed it seems to be a prerequisite for all IT crews to enjoy role-playing? It's like it's part of the job description or something.
Yes, Mr. Reinhardt, is it? Very, very impressive resume here. It shows you have 25 years of experience, great management skills, over 7 certifications, proficient in Ruby, C++, and Python. Impressive. But I'm not seeing anything here about role-playing games. Is that just something you forgot to add in here anywhere by chance?
Oh, no, I don't do the role-playing thing, no.
Next!
Let's launch the game itself and get into it here. Okay, this is where you're going to be doing the majority of your campaign editing. Here it shows you the panel that you're working on, the tools in which you can edit that panel, and here's your page toolbar, which shows you all the panels that you are currently working on. And over here is a list of stuff. I'll go over all this stuff as we go. Okay, just a little background. This was an adventure for a party wipe. The way I like to do resurrections is they have to earn it. So they have to fight their way through hell in this case to earn the chance to live again. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, so over here we have your selecting, where you can either select your move or pan view. Pan views, if you have massive maps, you can pan through here. It's the same as the slider right here. Select move, you can move your individual pieces, whatever you want to do, twist them, turn them, whatever you want to do. And I'll go into what all these other stuff means a little bit later. So in here, you can choose which part you're editing of the map. So if you're doing the background itself, you can move the pieces. If you're doing objects or tokens themselves, you can move the pieces around this way, put them wherever you want to. And then GM overlay, that's if you just want something for you to see, just to have in the back of your mind so no one else sees. It's pretty handy if you want to put little notes. Next, you can draw your own shapes. Free zoom, that's the same thing as this little slider right here. Now, snaps, this is where you can use for measuring things. If you want to snap to the center of a corner of a grid or whatever, I mean, you just click and drag so you can measure exactly where it's going, how many feet, whatever measurement you use. Next, you can reveal areas. This is for your fog of war. You can reveal areas, you can do small polygon areas, whichever is more convenient for you, hide the areas, or reset the fog. Next, you have turn order for initiative. Now, this is very useful. So when you want them to roll initiative, you just tell them, obviously roll and get their numbers. So in this case, you just click on it, he's got a 12, and
April had a 16. Let's say Mike had an 8. Oh, we got 2 Chris's in there. Got a Rolly, let's say 9. And we're going to put them in, let's say, we want to put them in descending order. And now you have a turn order. So when they go, you just click this. Bam! Bottom of the way. And you can add as many as you want for monsters, whatever you want to do. It makes it very simple. And when you're done, just click it out. Next we have dice. Now here is where you can roll your dice. Let's say you want 2 die 4. And I have on 3D dice, which is pretty odd. You just roll it. Awesome! And it puts you right over here. Tells you exactly what it was. And you can have the advanced die roller, where you can make certain tweaks to your dice rolling. Let's say you want to roll die 20 plus 5. You can have an option for exploding depending on what campaign you're running. Target number, let's say they're going to try to beat a DC. Let's say it has to be greater than DC 14. And you roll. Let's see, 10 plus 5, look at that. 1 success. Works really well. And then when you're done, just click it out. And then of course you have your help and references for what you need if you need to. Okay, now we're going to focus on the icons on the right. So we just drop down the page toolbar with your myriad of backgrounds here that I've done for the last adventure. Just create a new page. It shows up over here. The page settings here, you can decide how many units width and height wise you would like it. The scale on those units are measured, which in this case is currently 5 feet. Then you can go into the metrics if you want, meters, kilometers. You know, fun fact, there are only 3 countries in the entire world that haven't adopted the metric system yet. You have Myanmar, which is formerly known as Burma, Liberia, and good old US of A, America. Now, I understand the history of why we didn't go with the metric system, but why didn't we go with it? I mean, power of 10 people, come on. But I digress. So, we go into your other measurements here, whichever you want to do, make your own. You have your background color if you want to. I keep mine white and then just plaster pictures on it. You can have them square, vertical, or horizontal hexes. Whatever measurement you want to use, 5E, 4E, Manhattan, whatever. You can change the color there. You have a lot of options to automatically enable fog of war. You can do a lot with this. Then you hit OK, and it'll change it. And then here, you can make whatever you want. Okay, we'll start over here with our chat window, where you can do your talking and your scripting if needs be. I usually don't use this unless I'm trying to send someone a secret message. For example, you just come down here and one of the characters' name was Luchador. You can whisper, "You've been possessed. My God, act normal for now." And then only he'll see it, which is really awesome. Okay, so you can come over here. For your background, you have to make sure you're setting on maps and backgrounds. And let's say you want to do a forest setting. So you just click in forests. You have your premium assets. If you decided to become a premium member, then you scroll down to blue is where all the freebie stuff is. And it'll scroll down and it gives you a lot of options. Let's check this one here. We'll pop it in here. And then you can select it, enlarge it, whatever you want to do. All right, let's just go with that. Now you have a nice little forest with the river running through it. Awesome. All right, let's say next you want to make a token. Let's make some beasties in there. Let's say spiders live there. So let's look up some spiders. Lots of free spiders. So let's just say, oh, buddy boy here is just chilling. Let's make him massive. It's a massive spider forest. I like that. And then his buddies over here, just drop him in there. Just make him massive too, rotate him. Look at that, he's just chilling on the rock. All right, then you can do that, and you add whatever tokens you want for your characters. You put them in here, whatever you want to do. Then of course you can edit them. Just click on them, click the edit icon, and here you can have it decide what you want to represent. You can name it. You can control by everyone, just one person, whoever you want to be able to control it. Now here you can make it to where you have hit points, mana, whatever you want to do. I always like to put red for health. So let's say he has 25 hit points. There we go. Of course, you can add notes, whatever you want. Save changes, bam. Yeah, he has 25 hit points. Also cool, let's say he gets hit. Let's say he got hit for 4 points of damage. Hit enter, now he's got 21. Very handy. Okay, next. We have character sheets and handouts, which is very useful. Let's say you forgot Mike's strength, his bonus, what proficiencies he has, hit points, etc., etc. You can go with attributes, his bio if he wants, and then handouts. I'm a very visual person. I like to show things to people. So let's say they want to look at a cloak of protection. Just click on that, bam, that's what everyone sees. Very, very useful. All right, next is your treasure trove of information about whatever kind of game you're playing. So in this case, D&D 5th edition. Say you need to know about a certain class, let's say fighter, how many hit points per level, you know, what armor they could use, whatever. Very useful. And you can do this for anything, feats, items, miscellaneous, monsters, you name it, it's available. Next, music. Music is one of my favorite parts. It's hard to do on a tabletop, but with this, it makes it very simple. And I think it adds a lot of ambiance to this. So, for example, let me show you this. All right, let's play this. Turn it down. Go to the beginning of the adventure. Your head pounds as you regain consciousness. The extremely fresh memory of the red dragon breathing fire down upon you flashes before your eyes. Checking yourself, you seem more or less whole, as do your companions, who are also felled by the dragon. Looking around, you are surrounded by a fog, and a realization hits you like a runaway horse. You must have died. Before you can say a word, a bright light engulfs your group, and all heads turn upward towards its source. The fog above you parts, and through it you see a large, statuesque human flapping gorgeous wings and wielding a wicked-looking mace. Now at this point, I would go to my handouts and show a picture of what I'm talking about. And then I would show that, and that's what they would see. And to me, it just creates a really cool ambiance. It's really nice. Now, finding the music is really easy. All you gotta do is click add a track, and you have all sorts of genres you can pick from: fantasy, sci-fi, historical, whatever you want to do for your campaign. And you have several people who do it: Battle Bars, Tabletop Audio, and Compotech. And then Fanburst, you can type, and type whatever you want, and it'll look it up. Now, if you don't know that song, you had a horrible childhood. That's all I can say. So, next, you go into macros, decks for cards. For example, you know, if you want to play cards in a tavern, whatever, you can do that. Roll tables, I don't create those. I don't think they're necessary, but you can make some really detailed ones if you wish. Then, of course, you have your settings where you can tweak everything to your liking. There's quite a lot of stuff you can do. And that's that.
Thanks for watching, everybody. So what is your favorite VTT? Let me know down in the comments below. I put out videos weekly on tabletop RPGs, video games, books, and more. So if you like that kind of thing, destroy that like button and subscribe. Also, remember, you do not have to spend a lot of money to enjoy RPGs. All you need are your friends, your family, and a sense of adventure. Thanks for watching.